Hi, my name is Beth Hiley here for Board Game Geek at Origins 2017. I'm sitting down with Forrest and Alia from Infinite Heart Games, and you've brought us a preview of Rabbit Island.
Yes, this is Rabbit Island. It is a 4X strategy game where you control your own tribe of rabbits, and you're exploring a brand new island, and your goal is to have the largest and most prosperous rabbit tribe at the end of the game.
Now, you mentioned you didn't quite have a box ready prepared, so you've brought us this fantastic poster here so people can still get a feel of what the box is going to look like.
Yeah. It's illustrated by one of our good friends, Amber Sharf, and we don't have a box art yet.
That's okay. Well, let's talk about theme-wise. Like, what are we trying to accomplish here in Rabbit Island?
So, starting with only a small bag of carrots, you are going to explore a brand new island each game. Oh, I see why you did that. With a hand of territory tiles. So the island is going to start off completely unexplored with just Founders Hill here at the top.
Oh, a lonely small island of rabbits.
So on your turn, you're going to place down 2 territory tiles wherever there is an open path. You can see, due to the unique shape of the tiles, that they fit together like puzzle pieces.
Yep.
Yes. So you always see where there's an open path to explore. So you're going to place down 2 territory tiles, and then you're going to move your rabbit to one of them, and you're going to start your very first camp for a cost of 20 carrots. You spend those 10 carrots, and you place your building token down. A lot of the elements are still in prototype phase, so these are going to be nice, heavy, laser printed discs at the end of the campaign. As the game goes along, everybody is going to be exploring on the same island, following the pathway, and adding their territories down until you have fully explored the island. And at this point, you will be using movement cards to follow the pathway that you have traveled along, taking rabbit holes to burrow all the way back up to Founders Hill. And when you return to your territory, you get to harvest carrots from it. And that's how you're going to get your carrots back. And then you can upgrade to a village for a cost of 50 carrots. And add another building token right there. Every stage of development that you build is going to earn you victory points. So 1 for the bottom stage and 3 for the middle on the meadow. This also means that another player can come by, and if they land on your territory, then you're still going to get to harvest carrots. They have the option of either harvesting with you and so that you would both harvest 30 carrots, or if they can afford it, they can spend the 150 to upgrade and take over your territory, and now they are in control. You're still going to get the points for everything that you've built, but they're in control of the territory for the duration of the game whenever you have the top tile. This also means that if you have any territories that are connected adjacently anywhere on the map, if you land on one of them, this forms a harvest group. You get to harvest from all of them. So that would be 40, 50, 60, 70 carrots that you harvest just by landing right there, and that's how you're going to upgrade to the larger territories. After the island is fully explored, you're going to, after 10 years or 10 turns around the table, everybody gets 10 turns for a short game or 20 for a full game. The game is over, and whoever has the most victory points at the end is the winner. There's 1 bonus point for having the largest harvest group, 1 bonus point for having the most carrots on hand, but other than that, all the victory points come from establishing territories on the map.
Because it looks like we have a little bit of an extra wrinkle that some of these are going to give us some action cards.
Right. Action cards are special cards that will allow you to either help yourself or hurt your opponents, and they're how you're going to have more control over where you go on the island. For example, the artwork is not complete on any of these, but suppose the yellow rabbit was about to land right here, and Brown was like, no, I'm not going to let you take over my territory. I'm going to play advance to move you forward 1 space, and boom. Well, then the yellow rabbit says, no, I don't think so. That was thwarted. Cancel that. Well, then the brown rabbit's like, okay, well, if you're going to land on my territory, I'm at least going to harvest double the amount of carrots from you visiting there. And that's how the action card deck works.
So we get a little tit for tat going on
Exactly.
while you're playing.
Yes. The map scales to the number of players and how much time you have. For a short game, it's smaller. For a full game, it's larger, and you add in more valuable territories. And the number of players, it expands. The island gets larger for the number of players.
Well, let's talk. How many players?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. It's 2 to 4 players. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes for a short game, or 45 to 90 for a full game, depending on how many people are playing. And I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
No, that's okay. We were talking specifics.
Yeah.
But let's also talk a few more logistics too. I mean, your beautiful poster here, which we'll pull out at the end, and mention that you guys are currently in a Kickstarter.
Yes.
Assuming that's funded.
It is. We just launched 5 days ago.
Fantastic.
And it is 45% funded already. So they are starting to talk about stretch goals now.
What timeline have you guys set for that? So people want to check that out. When would they anticipate it being finished?
The Kickstarter ends July 17th, so pledge before July 17th. And they have the delivery date as June of next year, so that when they release it earlier, everybody's going to be happy that it was released earlier.
It's always wise to under promise so you can over deliver.
Yes, exactly. You're not disappointed that way.
Well, I always like to ask, and you had mentioned that you were a family member of the designers. What was the inspiration for rabbits?
I don't know, honestly. It was just presented to us one day. They were like, "Hey, we made a game," and I said, "This is pretty solid." This is like revision 14 or 15 of the game. When it was originally started, it was just I played one of the earliest versions where all the map tiles were just regular poker-sized cards with arrows pointing at them. And as the game developed, they were like, let's do some unique tile shapes.
Yeah.
And so this is how it's been developing, and it's almost complete. It's a very solid game.
Well, let's pull up the poster between us so everyone can get an idea of what the cover's going to look like. And if you guys want to check that out, that's going to be Rabbit Island from Infinite Heart Games. And Forrest, thank you so much.
Thank you.